Hello and welcome back to my channel. At this moment I want to show you how to make ruffles or how to do gathers. I went ahead and I stitched one line already, and I'm presently putting in a second row of stitches. I have moved my stitch gauge to 5 so it can be slack enough so that they can be pulled up, and I'm just putting it about a 1/4 inch from the previous stitch, as you can see here, about a 1/4 inch between both stitches. Here I have double stitched both rows and I am now ready to begin gathering. I'm using a pin and I just choose a point, push it through both threads, and then I am going to pull this up. So I'm going to hold it and very gently I'm going to begin to pull the thread. And if you notice, I'm getting a very even gather, so I'm going to pull this all the way down to the end, and then I'm going to continue from there. All right, this is what it looks like on the right side, and I'm going to even these, and as I go along I will measure and then show you what the finished thing looks like. All right, this is what it looks like as I go along. And I should tell you that when you are doing gathers for a specific thing, it could be a cushion, it could be a curtain, it could be a sheet, you measure the area that you want to be covered with gathers, and you can do light gathers, so you would use 1.5 times the length. So for example, I have a piece of curtain that measures 45 inches wide and I want to put gathers at the bottom of it. I could use 90 inches, which would give me thick gathers, that's 2 times the measurement of the curtain, or I could use 1.5, which would be 45 plus 22.5, which is 67.5, and that would give me lighter frills. And I could use the same method, a double stitch, and then I begin to pull them up to the width that I am going to put them on the item. I just want to make 2 observations before I go much further. One, whenever you are stitching to gather, you should try to have enough thread on the bobbin that you can stitch in a straight line without having to break the thread. However, should the thread break, you can just go a little bit beyond where you were at and continue, not a problem. Another thing is that you should always pull the gathers from one direction. So I take the thread at the right and I pull, and the gathers go toward the left. One other thing at this time, I was gathering and there was a snag in my thread. I don't know for what reason, but the thread just wouldn't go any further. Now, instead of fighting to pull it and cause it to break, which would cause another problem, what I did was simply stop at that point, put a common pin in, and wrap the thread around it. Wrap the thread around it, and this will prevent the gathers from pulling out and making a problem. Also, if I should gather and it is too tight, for example, I did these very closely and I wanted a little more spacing, it is easy for me to just pull them back toward the right and to give them more spacing. So because I was pulling in one direction, they won't not. I can easily sort of undo what I just did. All right, here I have the frills are pinned in place now, and I'm using these to complete a lacy sheet. So I went ahead and I pinned them all around, and my next step would be now to stitch them onto the sheet. Please share your views in the comment section below, and remember to like, share, subscribe, and hit the bell so you can be informed of other videos. Thank you.